Hi, it's Dr. Liz Cat Vet here. I'm just outside on this hot spring morning here in Queensland, having a morning coffee in a cat mug, of course. And I just wanted to share with you how I go about nail clipping. So if you wanted to learn more about how you can do that yourself at home, you're in the right place. Good morning, Nico. I just wanted to show you his outdoor enclosure. It's the amazing Nico's Kitty Palace. It's a portable 1.8 by 1.8 meter enclosure. I've retrofitted my own roof because the patio doesn't have a full roof here. It gives them a bit of shade and also rain protection. This is actually on the eastern side of the house, so it doesn't get hot in the afternoon. It's something you do really need to be mindful of. There's got his scratching post. It's kind of a hybrid between horizontal and vertical. Keeping it real there with the cat grass that's half dead. And you'll see the placement of the water bowl nowhere near any food. I will talk about that in another video. He's got his litter tray in the back there with the tofu litter. But he actually does prefer to use the dirt. More natural, I guess. And you can see he's actually hungry. Hasn't had brekkie yet. So it's actually a good time to trim his nails because I'm going to use a treat to help assist. Before we start, we do need to make sure we're hello Kookaburra. Do need to make sure we're ready. So I've got a licky mat, which I'm going to put the creamy treat on. You can use any brand. This is just the mousse from the supermarket. Not endorsed. We call it kitty crack in the industry because it really can help the crankiest cats feel a bit better about things. And Temptation is another popular one. And obviously I've got my pair of cat-specific clippers here. You can use just normal, regular human nail clippers. And if your cat is quite sensitive to these, it's a good idea to actually just place them next to the food bowl at random times and make the noise because you can help desensitize them to this sort of fear and make it positive again. Obviously, this is positive association with the food here. So as I showed you before, I've got the creamy treats and I've got the licky mat and I've got a choice of the Temptations or other treats, your cat's favorite treats. It's always good to have choice. So I'll get my model. Hey buddy, good boy. Are you hungry? So I normally actually will do it with them like a baby. They feel secure because they're resting on your lap. Obviously, it's not their preferred position, but give them some little treats to let them know it's okay. Nico's obviously a little bit concerned about what's happening, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. Might just do a couple of nails to start. He's the sort of cat that's actually really reassured by my voice. Like some cats aren't. But you're a good boy. You're used to this, aren't you? It's a quick snip. Now I'm going to just do one last, no, okay, I'm going to stop. He's had enough. So I'm going to let him sniff of the treats. All the creamy treats. Don't run away, please. Good boy. Here's some creamy treats. Do you prefer that? Okay, I obviously haven't chosen his favourite treats because normally he would go for those. While we're sitting here, I just did want to talk to you about when you should cut your cat's nails. Do you even need to do it? Possibly not. And Jemmy, this is a cat channel. It's not a dog channel. This is my crazy Labrador cross golden retriever, failed seeing eye dog. She wants the treats. Where were we? So if your cat does have outdoor access and they're not safe and secure in a cat enclosure like mine are, sit, good dog. You shouldn't actually cut their nails because they need to be able to get away. If another cat or dog comes, they need to be able to climb up the tree. That's what their nails are for. If you have an older cat, a senior, so over 10 years old, well, over 7's mature, over 10 is more geriatric, you need to be keeping a close eye on their nails. 90% of cats over 10 will actually have some form of arthritis, and so that they will stop, they won't be scratching as effectively and keeping their nails short themselves. I've seen many an older cat with their nail curled all the way around, too long, growing into the paw pad, and that's obviously painful, and they won't tell you. A lot of people go, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that this had happened. So cats are really good at hiding things, so we need to be regularly checking them, especially once they're over like 15, that really late stage of life. We'll have some cats coming in every month to get their nails trimmed, probably minimum 2 months, 3 months. I'm going to get my other cat model who's a bit more of a fan of the licky treats, and she's a bit more tolerant of the nail trims, Maisie. The other thing about, trimming nails, you might want to do it if your cat is attacking you or a family member or another cat. Trimming nails is an important part of the management there. However, we do need to be looking at the underlying behavior. Why are they feeling the need to attack? Is there an underlying anxiety? Is there an underlying medical issue causing it? Is there an environmental issue? We need to allow them to have more freedom, more of their own resources. Declawing should never be performed. It's illegal here in Queensland. It's cruel because of the cat's anatomy, the way their tendons are. So if you ever pick up your cat and they cling to you and then you try and pick them off and they get stuck, like they can't let go on your bed. Jemmy really likes the camera. That's because they retractor claws, they are unable to retract that. So yeah, if that gets amputated, that can cause lifelong. She's the most tolerant cat. So I don't know if you can see here. Oh, she's getting annoyed. She's got white nails. And you can see where the pink part is. That's the nail bed. That's where the blood vessels are. Obviously, do not cut that or it will bleed. If in doubt, just take a small amount. But you can actually take close to that pink part, obviously not at the pink part. Quick trim and a break for being such a good girl. Thank you, Maisie. Enjoy your treats. You might want to choose a time of day when your cat is already quite sleepy. They might actually let you just clip one nail at a time when they're asleep. Plenty of pats and treats in between if needed when they want a break. The paws is the most sensitive part of their feet. It's the one place where they will sweat, and they have nerve endings there, so that's why they often actually don't love their nails being touched. But it can be done with lots of patience. So tip number 1 is preparation. Know that it's something you can do. Make sure it's a good time of day for your cat and for yourself. You're not in a hurry, you're not stressed. Point number 2 is positive reinforcement. So as part of preparation, having the favorite treats there and setting up your environment, making sure there's no dogs around, no children around. Your cat is maybe a bit sleepy, maybe it's dinner time and they're looking for some attention, looking for some food. And then lastly, and most importantly, just having the patience with yourself, because the first time you do it, it's gonna feel unnatural, but mainly with your cat. You know, cats really like to feel in control, and this is not something they're going to enjoy, but it's something they can learn to tolerate, and it's certainly something you can learn to do with time. So Maisie and Nico just wanted to say hi and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.